Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be doing our Barnsley versus Coventry City preview. It's a tasty fixture, and you can tell the Coventry City badge there, the England flag there. It's brilliant, and hopefully we can get the job done tomorrow. It's a big game. I'm going to it. Is that big? I'm going to it. It's a must win, isn't it? It's a game we should win. We need to win. We must win. If we want to get playoffs, which I do keep blabbing on about playoffs, but realistically, we're not going to get it. We're not consistent enough to get playoffs. But Barnsley, they're a decent team. Last, bottom, 24th, poor, dreadful. From last season to this season, Barnsley have been utterly appalling, and yes, they lost one of their best managers in their whole club, and also they lost their best player Woodrow. But still, you've been absolutely dreadful today this season, and Coventry City must win. It's at the CBS Arena, Sky Blue Army, Rico Arena, CBS Arena, whichever one you want to call it. Barnsley are going away from home to not a really informed Coventry side, but sort of an informed Cov side. Not really, nowhere near an informed Cov side. We just keep losing points when we should be winning it. But yeah, it's an interesting game. This Cov side, we're nowhere near as good as we started the season. We started the season brilliantly. We're not that good. We're good, but as expected, we dropped off, didn't we? We dropped off a lot. We're 12th. But this is a must-win game for Cov. You have to win against the bottom of the table. I know it's Barnsley and QPR lost to Barnsley, but we still have to win. It's a big game. I'm going to it, as I already said. But we should win. We should win. Yeah, we got 6 players out due to injury or a suspension. But yeah, even that we're losing. We've lost some key players for this game. We lost some key players, so we do have to bear in mind in that. But we should win. Cov have looked poor recently, losing to Cardiff, dropping points against Blackpool, then dropping some points a few months ago against Millwall. I know it's a few months ago, but we keep dropping some points where we should win. Middlesbrough, for example, that's a hard game. We weren't really going to win that. And yeah, it's just we keep losing some games where we should be winning, or we're drawing games where we should be winning. For example, Blackpool was a big game and we blew it away. Reading, we won 3-2, but it was scrappy, poor 3-2 win. It's nothing to be proud of. And then we go away to Cardiff. We carry on that bad game against Reading, and we just get battered by teams actually alright against Cardiff 2-0. Now against Barnsley, surely we can pick 6 points up out of 9 in the last 3, and then we will stop talking about us being in poor form, because 2 wins out of 3 isn't bad at all. And I know it's against Reading and Barnsley, but still, it's a must win. We have to win this game against Barnsley. We have to win it. If we want to get top half table, we need to beat bottom of the table. But should we get in to our last game? And it was Cardiff City 2, Coventry City 0. It was dreadful. It was utterly dreadful. We couldn't convert. You can tell my review. We couldn't convert. We couldn't take any chances. Oh, it was just absolutely dreadful, and it just capped off with one of our best centre backs getting injured, so he can't play tomorrow. It's so frustrating, and I think Rose is out for a couple of months now, so we've got one of our best centre backs out for a couple of months. So we just went away to Wales in Cardiff to get battered 2-0 and lose our centre back. He was our best centre back. One of our best centre backs, should I say. Oh, that was a bad day out of the office. The fact that we've done that, that's just annoying, that is. But yeah, should we get into the form table? And Cov form is a loss, win, loss, win, 7 points overall. And the Barnsley's a win, loss, 3 points overall. So we're beating them on form, but it's not difficult. It is a Barnsley side. But this is what I come back to. Barnsley have got, they won their last game. We lost our last game. Momentum sort of changes because Barnsley needed a win from somewhere. They needed a goal from somewhere. They beat QPR, a playoff contention, maybe even an automatic contention, and they're just beating them 1-0. Like, yes, it was a scrappy 1-0, but still 1-0. Like that, do you know how big that is for Barnsley? That's massive, and we gotta just pay attention because this is what QPR probably thought. QPR probably thought, yeah, wash over, free win, but it wasn't actually a free win, and it comes to haunt them. That's what we can't think. That's what we can't think about, and hopefully we don't. Hopefully we just go out there and win. But yeah, form table, we're on 7 points, down 3. Moving on to our last meeting, and it was Barnsley 1, Coventry City 0. It was pretty poor, I understand. It was the start of the season. We looked absolutely... We just beaten Nottingham Forest 2-1, then lost to Northampton Town 2-1 in the Cup. And then we played Barnsley and lost 1-0 away from home. You know, we didn't dominate, but we should have got at least a point out of that game. It wasn't the best game in our standards. You know, we were playing Tyler Walker. Dabo was back playing with Fadzine, playing Rose. What a lad! Ian Matson. Our lineup there was Moore, Rose, Mfadzine, Hyam, Dabo, Hamer, Sheaf, Matson, O'Hare, Yockers, and Tyler Walker. Playing 3-4-1-2. But yeah, 1-0. Stats wise, then we were like, 12 shots and 2 on target. It was pretty woeful. But yeah, should we move on to the table? Currently we sit 12th, but in my predictions, if all my predictions were correct, which never happened, but like if they were, then we would go 9th. We would push 3 spots, which is good. And even if Preston do win, we still have 2 games in hand on them, so we will go 5 points clear of them. And yeah, we're playing Luton in a few weeks, aren't we? Luton's gonna be a big game. What a preview that's gonna be. 8th of March. What a preview that's gonna be. But yeah, table wise, we look alright. 44 points is decent. If they'll keep the way we're going, we're apparently getting like 60 odd points, which is really good for us, and that usually gets us 8th, 9th. So at the moment, the way we're going, we're looking good. We just need to hold that. And then Barnsley are 6 points off safety, 1 point off Derby in 23rd, 4 points off Peterborough in 22nd. So, and then look at this. Look at the gap though. You'll see on the screen here, 23 points, and then Hull City in 20th on 33 points. Like, it's going to be a massive scrap between them four. Barnsley could be the ones going out. But should we get into the who's out? And the people who are out is Dabo still, Godden, Heckles, Kelly, Rose, and Hamer. 6 players out. Dabo pretty key, Godden key, Heckles and Liam Kelly, they're key players, but they're replaceable. Michael Rose, arguably our best centre back. That's a big loss. Hamer, arguably our best centre mid. Big loss. Like we've got 3 or 4 big losses coming up against Barnsley. It's gonna be interesting though, because we should win. We should win, even with these 6 key individuals. We should win. All right, moving on to the best part of this preview. our lineup predictions. I've gone for goalkeeper Moore, centre back Clark Salter, centre back Mufassi, centre back Hyam, right wing back Kane, centre mid Shipley, centre mid Sheaf, left wing back Bidwell, Cam, Allen and O'Hare, and striker Gyökeres. What I think, surely, if we go in for something a little bit like that, surely we can win. That lineup can beat Barnsley 3-0. 3-0. I think surely we can beat Barnsley with that lineup, or like something at least on those lines 3-0. Like, even my prediction doesn't even say that, but like, that lineup's good. That lineup is pretty good, and that's a lineup that I think we actually will go, or something along those lines we can actually go. It's the one we usually do. But moving on to my final part, my score predictions. I said in my game week 33 predictions, 2-0 Coventry City. Come on the Sky Blues. I'm going to say a Gyökeres brace, if he plays, of course, because we don't know if he's going to play. He's not injured. Matt Gunn's injured, so he is going to play, isn't he? But yeah, Gyökeres, for me, will get a brace and Coventry will win 2-0. If I get that right, say I'm Ian Wright. But should we? Yes, that finishes this game. This preview. What a badge! What a day tomorrow's going to be. I'm going. If anyone else is going, then I'll see you there. If you see me, then just come and say hi. If you're going, I don't even know if you lot are Cov fans. But yeah, that wraps up the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.